Annyeonghaseyo, I'm Yuka and we are at the QS Apple conference whereby hundreds of educators come together to discuss on higher education, current issues and network with each other every year. Let me show you all about QS Apple. Follow me. Here is our registration where our team will be registering our delegates for the event. Before the events commence on the next day, exhibitors will come in a day before to set up their beautiful booths. Look at our huge plenary hall where all our delegates will be gathered here for our plenary sessions such as our opening and closing remarks, keynote session, squared debate and forum. The QS Squared Debate is a very popular and interactive session. 4 speakers will be debating on a given topic and the delegates get to vote and then share their opinions with each other. That is not the only platform they will use to voice their opinion. We also provide the mobile app platform for participants to share their opinions and network with each other. Here we have the parallel sessions whereby delegates will break into 5 different tracks and attend whichever relevant to them. Speakers will be sharing about their universities, current projects, collaborations, partnerships with other institutions and so forth. So Nigel, what are all the excitements about this year?
Well, I think this year is particularly special because it's part of China University's 100th celebrations, 100th anniversary. So that makes it particularly unusual. But we're also very excited about the fact that we've got, I think, a greater diversity of countries represented here than ever before. So we've got delegates from really across the region, from as far west as Pakistan, as far north as North Korea and Mongolia, and all the countries in between. And that's a very big change over the years.
So we have a North Korean speaker for the very first time. Do you think that everyone is excited with collaborating with Pyongyang on educational matters?
I think this is quite a groundbreaking event to have a North Korean speaker. I was at a session this morning when one of the South Korean delegates was presenting, and he said that only 30 years ago one of the students from his university had taken part in a cross-border event and was jailed for 5 years. And now we have a North Korean delegate from a president from a North Korean university for the first time. So I think a lot of people are waiting with anticipation to really hear what's developing in the North. I think we're at certainly something of a turning point in the history of the relations between the two countries, and it's great that education is taking a lead here and opening up a dialogue.
So how is the face of APAC higher ed changing?
Well, I've been coming to QS Apple conferences since 2006, and I've seen huge changes over the last 12 years. We have seen, for example, the number of universities growing. We've got a demographic shift in the population with, in many countries here in South Korea and Japan, an aging population and actually a decline in the university age population size. And of course the advent of artificial intelligence and robotics is really changing the nature of higher education. So it's in a constant change, state of flux. And it's really important that we come together at events like this to track these changes and keep up to date with best practice.
So lastly, can you tell us about next year's event?
Well, we're really looking forward to next year. It'll be the first time that QS Apple has been in Japan. And we're hoping to build on really a momentum now that we are starting to attract countries from really across the region, and I'm hoping that momentum will continue next year and we'll see even more countries from the Asia Pacific represented.
We hope you've enjoyed this video and understand how QS Apple works. Do come and join us in Japan next year. Please follow us on social media, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. For now, it's Annyeong from me, Yuka in Seoul, Korea.